I'm Dion.
And I'm Alex. And today's special guest is Mr. Windshuttle.
Hello.
Mind if we ask you some questions?
Absolutely.
Do you mind if you tell us a little about your sports career?
Sure. Well, I grew up in Chaska, actually, before there was a Chaska, Chanhassen, different high schools. And in high school, I played football, basketball, and baseball. And then from there, I went on to play football and baseball at Gustavus Adolphus College in St. Peter, Minnesota.
Cool.
What was the best thing about playing football and baseball?
Oh, I think the best thing, I love competing. I love to compete against someone else. I love to get together as a team and getting to know the guys on the team, and making friends with people on the team, and once again just compete. The sense of competition is super fun for me. I love to go out and just play.
Cool. Was it hard to play two sports, hang out with friends, and study?
It was hard. The biggest obstacle in doing those things is time management for me, or it was for me. So, what I had to do is once classes got done, I had to really be super disciplined to sit down and get my work done before I got to practice, or if I wasn't done by the end of practice, I had to just right after practice get it done before anything got in my way, because I just had to make sure that the studies got done, in between those different activities.
What was the hardest thing being in high school and college?
What was the hardest thing?
Yeah.
Well, probably, the studying. There's certain classes, just like you guys probably know, there's certain classes that are easier for you and some others that you have to work hard at. And, when you get those classes that you got to work hard at, it takes extra time, and, carving out time with all those different activities to really put the proper amount of time into working hard and getting good grades in those hard classes. So, just dealing with those hard classes.
That's cool. Besides sports, do you have any other hobbies?
Yes. But even to this day, sports kind of surround me. I mean, I still play basketball. I still play baseball. I don't get to play football anymore because that's a little too hard on me. And there's not as many activity or football activities for guys my age anymore. But yeah, I like to go out golfing. I love coaching. I love coaching the kids that I have. I have 3 kids, and I enjoy coaching them and their sports because they enjoy the same sports that I enjoy. So coaching, playing, continuing to play sports, and then just spending time with family and doing some traveling is super fun for me.
Well, that's cool.
What are some advice for younger athletes like us?
My advice would be, number 1, try different sports. Try things, find things that you like. When you like them, work super hard at them. Don't go through the motions. I always say, if you're going to go into a sport, compete. Try your hardest. Be willing to learn. Be willing to try something different, even if it doesn't, necessarily. If you think it's not quite right, the coaches are there to help. And just work hard at the things that you're in and have fun with it, because it is super fun to get involved in these different activities.
That's cool.
Thank you.
When you played any sports, did you travel anywhere?
Yeah, in college, more so in baseball, we would travel down to Florida every year, and other teams would travel down to Florida during spring break. And so we'd play teams from, Connecticut and Indiana, really all over the country. They come down there to play. So, but besides that, it was just mainly in the area here: Iowa, Wisconsin, North Dakota, places like that.
That's cool. Did you play anywhere outside of the country?
Not outside of the country at that age, but when I was younger, I did play on a baseball team back in, I think it was in 7th or 8th, maybe even 9th grade, where we did play. We'd play about 100 to 120 games a summer, and we'd travel all over the United States. And we also did travel to Japan and Italy, and played in tournaments there. Mm-hmm. That is far away.
When you were there, did you learn any other languages?
I did not learn any other languages. There was not enough time there to learn other languages, but there are certain words that we certainly picked up on, and we got to experience a lot of cool things in those countries.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Wind Shuttle, for coming in today.
No problem.
Today's broadcast was brought to you by Bluff Creek Elementary and Eastern Carver County Schools.